What if the people who hurt you the most never actually had that power? Not because they were weak, not because you stopped caring, but because you finally understood something that most people spend their entire lives never discovering. The wound was never really theirs to give. Section 1. The problem. Most people move through life like open wounds. Every criticism lands like an attack. Every rejection feels like a verdict. Every person who dismisses them, ignores them, or betrays them leaves a mark that follows them for years, sometimes decades. And we call this being human. We normalize it. We even romanticize it. The idea that to feel deeply is to live fully. But look honestly at your life. How much of your suffering right now is not from the situation itself, but from the meaning you attach to it? How much of your pain comes not from what happened, but from the story you built around it? Most people have never asked that question, and that question is everything. Section 2. Why people react instead of think. Here is the uncomfortable truth. The human brain was not designed for wisdom. It was designed for survival. When someone insults you, your nervous system doesn't pause to reflect. It fires. It floods you with cortisol. It prepares you for a threat that, in most modern cases, doesn't actually exist. You are running ancient software in a world that requires something far more refined. This is why intelligent people say things they regret. Why disciplined people collapse under social pressure. Why strong people are destroyed not by circumstances, but by their own reaction to circumstances. The reaction is the trap, and almost nobody sees it in the moment. Section 3. Stoic wisdom. Marcus Aurelius wrote something in his private journal, a journal he never intended for anyone to read, that has survived almost 2,000 years. He wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Not comfort, strength. This is a man who governed an empire, fought wars, buried children, and faced betrayal from people he trusted. He wasn't writing philosophy from a position of ease. He was writing it from the middle of the storm. And what he understood, what the Stoics understood at the deepest level, is that the outside world has no direct access to your inner world. None, not without your permission. Epictetus, who was born a slave, put it even more directly. He said there are things within our control and things outside our control. And the moment you confuse the two, you have handed your peace of mind to something that was never yours to hold. Think about that. Truly, think about it. Section 4. The psychological trap. Carl Jung described the shadow, the part of the psyche we refuse to look at. The part that controls us precisely because we pretend it doesn't exist. Most people's pain lives in the shadow. They don't examine it. They just feel it. They carry it like weight they've grown so accustomed to that they no longer notice it slowing them down. Here's the trap. When someone hurts you and you spend weeks, months, even years replaying that moment, you are not protecting yourself. You are building a prison and choosing to live inside it. You are keeping the wound alive because somewhere, beneath the surface, you believe you deserve an apology that may never come. And while you wait for that apology, time continues. Your life continues, and the person you're waiting on has likely moved on entirely. Pause for a moment. Is there someone in your life right now who has that kind of hold on you? Someone whose words or actions still live rent-free in your mind? Section 5. The mindset shift. The shift is not forgiveness in the way most people understand it. It is not saying what happened was acceptable. It is not pretending the pain wasn't real. It is something far more powerful than that. It is the decision, deliberate and conscious and repeated, to reclaim your inner space. Seneca wrote, "He who is brave is free," and the deepest form of bravery is not physical courage. It is the courage to stop giving external things the authority to define your internal state. This is not passivity. This is precision. You stop bleeding energy into things you cannot change, and you direct that energy into the only thing you can, yourself. Section 6. Real life examples. Imagine this situation. You work hard on a project. and your manager dismisses it without a second glance. In that moment, two versions of you exist. One version takes it personally, feels unseen, spends the next 3 days in quiet resentment, working less, thinking darker thoughts, quietly shrinking. The other version asks a different question. Not why don't they value me, but what can I learn from this, and what do I do next? The first version has outsourced its confidence to someone else's opinion. The second version has kept it. That difference, compounded over years, produces entirely different lives. Or consider social pressure, the criticism of people who don't know your full story, the competition that feels designed to make you feel small. Every one of these moments is a test, not of your talent, not of your worth, but of where you have placed your sense of self. If it sits inside you, nothing can truly touch it. If it sits in the hands of others, everything will. Section 7. Deeper philosophy. Socrates stood before a jury that sentenced him to death, and his response was not rage or desperation. It was this: the unexamined life is not worth living. Even in his final hours, he was pointing inward. He was saying, the greatest danger is not what they do to you. The greatest danger is who you become without self-knowledge. Aristotle built on this with the concept of eudaimonia, often translated as happiness, but more accurately understood as flourishing, a state not given by fortune or taken by adversity, but cultivated through consistent alignment between your values and your actions. And alignment starts with one thing: knowing what is yours and what is not. Your reputation, not entirely yours. Others' opinions, not yours at all. Your choices, your attention, your character, entirely yours. Every single day. Section 8. Reflective questions. Let me ask you something honest. When was the last time you let someone's words alter the course of your entire day? When was the last time you sacrificed your peace for the sake of winning an argument that didn't matter? When was the last time you looked in the mirror and realized the person who hurt you most was yourself by refusing to let something go? These are not comfortable questions. They are not meant to be. Comfort keeps you exactly where you are. If this perspective resonates with you, if you feel something shifting, consider subscribing. This channel exists for people who want to think deeper, not just feel better. Section 9. The long-term advantage. Here is what nobody tells you about mastering your inner world. It compounds. Every time you choose reflection over reaction, you rewire something. Every time you reclaim your peace in a moment that used to steal it, you build a kind of psychological strength that ordinary people cannot touch and cannot understand. Over time, the things that used to take you out for days begin to take you out for hours, then minutes, then not at all. You stop being someone the world can easily destabilize. And that is not coldness. That is not indifference. That is the quiet, unshakable freedom that the Stoics spent their entire lives pointing toward. People will notice, not because you tell them, because you carry yourself differently, because you no longer need the approval that you used to chase, because you have stopped performing and started being. Section 10. There is an old idea, simple but devastating in its truth, that the fortress you need has always been inside you, not built from stone, built from self-knowledge, from perspective, from the daily deliberate practice of choosing what deserves your energy and what does not. Nobody is coming to rescue your peace of mind. No circumstance will finally align itself in a way that makes inner stillness easy. The world will remain chaotic. People will remain imperfect. Life will continue to be unreasonable, and somewhere inside all of that, there is a version of you that is completely undisturbed, not because nothing matters, but because you finally know what does. Go find that version. It has been waiting.